Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out another video here on Show Style and Spirit. I'm Ebony, and of course, right now we're going to recap Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 4, Episode 1. So the episode opens up to Tish and Marceau out on a date. Tish points out that Marceau is in a better mood, particularly because he took a trip to Africa alone. And Tish did explain to him that she would have loved to experience Africa with him, but he said that he was feeling very depleted and he needed to actually go the trip alone. Now, I'm sure at this point you've not only watched the episode, but you've even watched other commentary by other bloggers. And I'm sure that you're questioning whether or not Marceau went with another person. To be honest, I'm not 100% convinced that, Marceau has cheated, just because by human nature, people are such big mouths. And this is already season 4 of the show, and we have not gotten any solid receipts of any side chick to Marceau. So far, I believe that he did go to Africa alone. I definitely think that he felt depleted, and I think that he does not want to hurt his wife's feelings, and explain that part of that depletion was not just work or this TV show, but it might in fact be his, family responsibilities. I think that that's human. I don't have any kids, so I tip my hat off to parents who work so hard each day to not only provide for their kids, but to make sure that they are raising smart, considerate, responsible human beings. So I'm sure as a part of that, if I as a single person have to do self-care, Marceau had to. But Africa is such an experience that I would want my spouse to take me. And speaking of self-care, I'm in my sweats because I did work out today. I actually walked outside for 25 minutes before going in my basement and exercising for another 60 minutes. So Martell, we see that he meets with Lewis to work out. Martell says Mel won't answer the phone when Martell tries to call daily to speak with his kids. And Martell equates his cheating with Melody to her getting a friend during a separation. In my opinion, the two are not the same. Melody clarifies that she did have a friend while they were separated and even when she got her own place to stay. But Melody did not produce a baby. And so the two situations are totally different. And I'm sure Melody had a friend for some emotional relief, some venting. And even if she did kiss or make out with the person, she didn't produce a child and it wasn't for 5 years, Martell. So stop trying to insult us viewers, intellect. It's insulting, and we're not stupid. We can tell that the two are not the same. Lewis actually thanks Martell for having his back at the reunion, and they said that Marceau threw his brother under the bus when he posted a pic of the infamous Atlanta trip. And we're going to talk more about that because that picture just really, painted the picture for episode 1. And I think that the Atlanta picture is going to paint the picture for the entire season. I keep saying picture, but that's the truth. I think that Carlos King has listened to what the viewers have said about them being tired of just seeing really the arguments and the pain between Melody and Martell. And so, Coleslaw was kind of like an earth angel when she talked about the Atlanta trip and called the women linebackers because she spoon-fed the drama for season 4. And I believe that the Scott brothers are going to carry the drama and less so Martell and Melody. So we learned that Kimmy has a dog named Zeus, and she says that pets give unconditional love. And Kimmy said that social media lit a flame when Marceau posted the Atlanta pic. Kimmy asked Maurice if he slept with the linebacker that Coleslaw described to Tasha K in her January interview. Maurice said he didn't condone Martell cheating on Melody. The next scene, we see Destiny in the recording studio recording her song, and Tish meets with her. Now with Destiny, I don't know if you all saw her recent interview on Instagram, but I just kind of felt like, I was like, wow, does she have an attitude? And then the music, it just seems really strange. I'm not saying that you can't be inspired by someone doing things. but it's just giving almost like weird stalker vibes. Let me know what you think. I kind of enjoy Melody singing a little bit more. And it doesn't matter to Destiny what I think as long as she's happy. But Destiny did point out to Tish that, she feels basically really good because there was a time between getting married and starting her business that she actually depleted her savings, her 401k. Her dad had to give her money and she had to go on public assistance. And so she really didn't give clear timelines. What I gathered from the conversation was getting married and starting a business caused her to have to deplete her savings. And, I'm sure that you've heard, economists say that when you start a business, you kind of break even the first 1 to 2 years. So perhaps Destiny is at that point where she's profitable. I'm not really sure, but I'm glad to know that she's doing better. One thing about Destiny, I feel like she communicates in the opposite as Kimmy. Kimmy is such a clear communicator. You know exactly what she's trying to say, and she's really good at repressing her emotions when she is trying to express something. So, also, Destiny let Tish know that Melody is mad at the two of them for talking about her in a Los Angeles hotel after they filmed the season 3 reunion. So they kind of said it was childish. I think that's pretty much like almost like a gaslighting defense. But we don't know exactly what they said. But in the next scene between Kimmy and Melody, Melody was telling Kimmy how those women were talking about her. And she said that she had brunch or breakfast with Destiny. Destiny admitted to talking about her and apologized. So what's interesting is that whenever she had this apology with Melody, her energy was totally different from when she updated Tish. So they talked about the Atlanta picture, and Kimmy pointed out that she and Maurice were dating at the time of the trip, which was in 2015, and that they bought their house in 2014. So obviously, if you were to make a major purchase, such as buying a house with someone, this is someone whom you've been dating a while, and you two obviously have talked about making it a more permanent relationship. Kimmy then says that if it turns out that Maurice did cheat on her in 2015, while they were still dating, that she would basically let it slide, and that commitment goes to another level when you're married. I love Kimmy, but I do disagree with her. I feel like if someone cheats on you while you're dating, they could be setting the tone for how the marriage is going to be. Let me know how you feel about this in the comments. Like, it would be harder for me to make it to the altar with them if they have betrayed my trust. And then to her credit, if she didn't know back in 2015 that he cheated, that could be why, they're married today and they purchased the house, the year before. So Melody actually said in her confessional that, she sees where Kimmy's coming from, but that's how she used to be. And she's like, look where it got me. So, Tisha, I had to say, Tisha looks like a green superhero with those green gloves in one of her confessional looks. That's actually a note that I wrote. I feel like her makeup in the top of the green outfit, beautiful. It had like a turtleneck style. It looked like it was velvet or velour, but then the velour gloves just seemed like it was too much, kind of over the top. So then Maurice and Marceau's brother, Micah, hosted dinner. Kimmy, the great communicator, asked Marceau right off the bat, what was he thinking posting the Atlanta trip picture? Kimmy and Maurice pointed out that Tish gets affected by what Marceau says and does. That makes sense because two become one flesh. They're married, so, I'm sure what he says and does would have some sort of effect on her, good or bad. What I did see that was interesting was that Tisha's facial expression and her body language when they brought up the picture was like, oh my gosh, really? Because she backs up her husband, which I think is great, which is really supportive. But you know, Tisha, you don't want this man posting a picture that talks about your husband taking a trip to Atlanta and possibly cheating on you. You know, so I kind of feel like she was holding back her true feelings, but that's very interesting how her facial expression and her body language just reeked of, you know, I'm gonna respond the way that my husband is. Let me know if you think that's problematic or sad, or if it's just, no, that's what married people do. We back each other up all the way down to our facial expressions and body language. Marcel says something was below the belt when Maurice gave the example of what if he posted like a meme or something about a side baby. So the season will include Tisha's cousin Kiki and a friend of Melody named Stormy stirring pots. Destiny seems to have Tisha's back in a scene that looks like Love and Hip Hop, and I am here for it. I love Love and Hip Hop, so I think it's going to be a great season. This was a great first episode. Let me know what you all think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe and share the video. You know, I definitely enjoy sharing my thoughts with you all. And you all have a great week and take good care. Bye-bye.